Call me Neoblade. This is IODIS. Is it IMBA or do I suck? Let's see what will happen. I found a post in the Blizzard forums. Blizzard, please nerf CannonRush. And let's see if we play a perfect defense, what would happen in this game. Everybody dies to CannonRush, but CannonRush is not IMBA. So let's just see if you play timings and benchmarks. Let's see when our Overlord pops. "30 seconds. I know the Zerg we will see, Diamond League Zerg, will place its hedge at 52 seconds, which is okay, but he does an extractor trick. Perhaps he forgot about the Overlord, happens to the best, but let's see if not playing a solid build order could lead to mistakes. This is a tribute to Harstem, and I suck as well. But let's see how this plays out. First of all, against Protoss, please send your Overlord like this, because a Pylon Scout should arrive at 45 seconds, 40 to 45 seconds. Then you see his probe when you use the mental checklist, like watching the Overlord or watching the minimap and so on. So if the probe enters your base in the low leagues, and everything below 5k MMR is lower leagues, then you are able to, if you do not drone scout and see the forge, then you are able to attach one drone to his probe. So let's think about, we saw his probe, we follow his probe, and he builds a pylon here. Then we easily, because he can, this is, you can prepare for every CannonRush, thinking beforehand about the game, thinking about the maps, and you see this area is small, so he can wall in his cannon. So what you want to do is denying his cannon like this. There on every map, on every Blizzard maps, since Shakura's Plateau, there are spots where cannons are not easily reachable, and you want every cannon which is built must be attacked with 4 drones. If you spot it immediately, 3 drones are sufficient, but if you have to travel a distance, then 4 drones are acceptable. If he sends 2 probes, means he will go all in with his CannonRush. He means he has to do damage with his CannonRush if he sends 2 probes. Then you attach every probe which enters your base. When a CannonRush is built, 2 drones attack the probe, because you really have to have Grandmaster Probe Micro to prevent your probe from dying. I've seen Master Protoss player who will get killed by 2 workers. So let's see when our drone arrives here. "57 seconds. It's all about timings and benchmarks against cheese and all in. And it's about the golden rules. You can Google in my channel about the golden rules and how to improve in StarCraft. For short, always build workers. Zerg drone timing, keep your money low, never get supply blocked, watch the minimap, and scout your opponent. 5 rules. And until 5k, and even beyond 5k, I will find mistakes in these 5 rules. So my hatch is way too late, because I scouted the CannonRush and the early probe, and therefore I was distracted, which is a major mistake as well, because I built an 18 hatch. On the other hand, CannonRush is defended with drones, not with things or hatches. We want this hatch to survive. Or you play a IODIS all in. If you have fun doing that, that's totally fine as well. Mamba says should be doable. Mamba is a Grandmaster Zerg, should be doable all the time, if your macro and your mechanics are better than his. But we will find out that the Protoss Matrix C metric has very good mechanics, very good micro. So let's see. Sorry for the... I wanted to do this. So, first mistake. He just sends his Overlord, I think, this way. So, he won't see any probes here. Extractor trick. His probe is here. Let's see what happens with this probe. And when we would see, using the mental checklist, when we would see this probe. I think we would see it right now. This means we can send a drone to attack this probe, to watch it all the time. Because this guy told us he is cannon rushing. Could be fake, of course, but if you see a message like this and you see a probe at 42 seconds, could be a normal pylon scout, no problem about it, but this probe is not mining at home. So why don't attach a drone to this? So the next problem, let's see the Overlord timing. Three seconds. This is later than I built the Overlord. My Overlord was finished at 30 seconds, I think. Started at 30 seconds? No, cannot be. Impossible, no. So this Overlord is way too late because of the extractor trick. I built my Overlord at 13 supply. Let's see if I make a mistake here. I don't think so. Could be a mistake here, but I think, yeah, I think my Overlord is ready at 30 seconds. So this Overlord is way too late because of the cannon, of the extractor trick. It takes 18 seconds to build, so I think my Overlord was started at 12 seconds. So the Overlord is watching this area way early on. He does the right thing. His Overlord is way too late. My Overlord would be watching this area the whole time. So major mistake in defending CannonRush. But he could have easily, if he would have flown this overlord the right way, could have easily spotted this probe and say, hello probe, here I am, and attach a drone. So now, let's slow down. Yeah, this probe is able to wall in. He could take a lot of drones and attack this pylon because this pylon has a lot of surface area. But I think it's not possible anymore to prevent this cannon from getting finished. And I think, no, would not have been possible to take all of his drones. Now the CannonRush is commencing. Let's see if we find mistakes again. So right now this is an all-in. Why should he take a base here? The next mistake. I like a hidden base. Why not take this one with a rich Geysir? He needs Ravagers to kill all of these buildings. Why not take a base with a rich Geysir? So he gets a lot of Vespene gas. Again, you can do this scouting outside of the game and prepare for the map layout before a later game starts.
Our drones are under attack.
So let's see, he gets overmints and his first supply block. Not a major supply block. He should get link speed, a lot of gas, and a roach warren right away. His money is bad. Very bad. Additional queens, additional stuff helps against an all-in. So I don't think CannonRush is IMBA. I tend more to the sucking side, like Harstem said as well. I don't like the spine crawler at all. This guy is completely focused on his CannonRush, on his all-in. If you play against an all-in, you have to cut corners. You cannot use static defense to defend the... You should build static defense, of course, because there is an all-in. But why you should build defense at a hidden base, which must be spotted first? I suggest, and I think this spine crawler won't have any effect on the game. We should build roaches. We see no roaches in production. We just try to kill 4 stalkers with spine crawlers and 1 queen. This might be a little bit difficult and the spine crawler will fall, I think.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I like his injects, but I don't like his money. What he could easily build is a lair here. if the Protoss builds DTs afterwards, this will get ugly. So Alair and Overseer will help us. And it's more than if the Protoss tries to micro here and we send a changeling into his base, we can see exactly which this is diamond level, so a little bit of multitasking must be there. So a macro hedge. A macro hedge should be placed here or placed here, so it's not easily so it cannot be scouted that easily. Another possibility would be just defend this base in a very small circle, build an IODIS or dropper lords, and build your complete structure, Hydra Den and stuff like that. Hydras good against Stalkers and Immortals. Just build 2 bases outside of these bases and use this just as a mining base and defend it as long as you can. But whatever you do, keep your money low and do not get supply blocked. We see supply blocks and a high money value all the time. So no Ravagers. And we attack into a position of strength because we have cannons here, we have shield batteries here. There's no, we have to walk down a small choke. The Zerg should be happy the Protoss does not have sentries to block this. Then these roaches would be dead instantly. They are at. When you play against an all-in, every unit counts. I like his injects, I really have to admit, and now it's okay with his money. I really would like if he would use his queens to focus down this War Prism. This push gets so less scary if this War Prism is scared away. He really should transfuse this. This Spore Crawler is very important. But he wants an additional Spine Crawler. This base still not is spotted. Again, you have to cut corners. And you don't have to defend this base right now. And even if he spots this and there's one Stalker, one Zealot coming, then you just take all of your drones and put it on this base. Then you lose 350 minerals. 300 for the hedge, 50 for the drone. But this Protoss is totally wants to kill this base. I don't understand this Evo chamber, especially in this place. If he would have built the Evo chamber here, I would understand it. But upgrades are... The opponent does not have the economy to have upgrades. And now he's very far behind. Now he should leave the game. So run by. But the Protoss is still ahead. The Protoss is ahead in one base. Workers killed. Income. Protoss mines gas, Zerg does not. Hidden base is spotted. Recall. I like this. There was a time where he built only drones at his hidden base. I like that very much. So there is potential. But this Zerg likes to engage in a strong position, and we see this again. Let's be honest. If you have good mechanics, which you should have at least have decent mechanics in Diamond, then you are able to think about strategy. What will happen if this cores die? If this core is dying or is dead? If it's not there anymore? He cannot build stalkers anymore. Great. He has a major mistake in having gas, and let's see if he can build Colossus or Disruptor, but he cannot build High Templar for gas heavy units for High Templar. Yeah, he's way ahead in workers. Killing this core doesn't mean anything. And you can see here, Stalkers protected by 2 cannons and 2 shield batteries won't die to Lynx. Let's see what this attack accomplished. We have lost all shields and a little bit of hit points. We have lost peels and all shields and even more hit points. This Stalker is almost unharmed, and this Stalker is unharmed. So this attack and wasting all of his links, bad call. And again, yes, he kills a lot of stuff, but the opponent can trade as bad as he wants because he has double the worker, and now comes the final blow. Again, this Spinecrawler did almost nothing the whole game. Yes, it helps out a little bit in this fight, but as you can see, it will die almost instantly. And all Spinecrawlers are gone. Now he will attack with his drones. And I think I have to say it, Sava, you suck. This has nothing to do with CannonRush OP. I think this is a real compliment, not irony. But whoever posted, is it IMBA or do I suck? This is sucking. We have seen a lot of supply blocks, fail micro, very bad engagements, a lot of money, and a complete heavy mistakes, major mistakes in the early game defending a CannonRush. So I hope you enjoyed this series. This is a tribute to Harstem, IODIS, is it IMBA or do I suck? My name is Neoblade. I suck as well, all the time, especially as Terran. But since I love Harstem series so much, which is a way better replay analyzer than I am, if you want to send in a replay because it's IMBA, you can send it to Neoblade at mwcms.net, and then I probably will cast your replay. If you say why it's IMBA. And you probably should watch the replay first, but of course there are things in StarCraft 2 which are very strong and could have an influence on the highest level of StarCraft. Thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe to my channel, and I see you guys next